grab the mic. Go and grab the mic. Go to Twitter space and grab the mic. Don't be scared of it. Never. Never.
Their quest is to make sure that the Quran gets to the Atlantic Ocean, right? Which is conquering the whole north down to the southeast, south, and everything. And gradually, I mean, for the states that want it to happen, it is happening. I mean, I am pretty sure, but I don't know. This fact might not be right, but what do you call it? This part in is he in Koki? I've forgotten the name of that place that used to be a Yoruba town. I mean, right now, Ilorin, right? Right now, Ilorin is no more. It's right now. It's partly Yoruba, it's partly Fulani, and all of that. Just gradually like that, and it keeps happening, and it's happening in other states too, right? As the other man, the guy who just spoke right now, Alibo will never be conquered. Of course, and now let me make this clear, right? There are people who are extremists, there are people who are radicals, and um, do I support extremism? No, right? I don't support extremism, but for my land to be protected, if extremists will help in protecting that, I would not care, to be honest, right? And also it is necessary to put this out. People say, hey, it is IPOB that are doing the kidnapping. Yeah, just give me like one or 2 minutes and I'll be done, please. Um, People say it is what do you call it? IPOB that is killing people and kidnapping and whatever that is going on in the East. Of course, there are always bad nuts that spoil the rest. They are like people. There are people who are taking advantage of the situation that ESN is protecting their people, or that there were some people, maybe some volunteers that came out and said, hey, see, we'll protect our forests. Because there was a time like about 4 years ago, when the issues of what do you call it, cows and Fulani herdsmen raping people, killing people, going into their farms was very prevalent. But I'm pretty sure in the past 2 years or 3 years, especially after that ESM was created by Nnamdi Kanu, we haven't heard those stories as much. It has kind of reduced, right? So of course they're extremists, but listen, I support the Southeast vigilante of any form to protect people, to make sure, hey, our people are safe, except those who are extremists. An extremist, for example, is the cleric who was calling for the wife of the president. Yeah, I do not support that. Those people are extremists. But guess what? Nothing is happening to him. He's still walking around freely. Imagine if it was an Igbo man that said that. But I'll leave you guys with this. Let us put some thoughts to this. Thank you.
Can I ask him a question?
Go ahead.
Who coined the term South-South?
I do not know that, but I'm only saying Nigeria has 6 geopolitical zones and South-South is
How
one
did
of
that come
them.
about?
You say what?
How did we have 6 geopolitical zones and not states?
I do not know that. I am not here to answer
But
your
you believe it's a divide and rule, right?
I am simply telling you what is present in Nigeria right now, and you and I know we have 6 geopolitical zones. Simple. So because if they were forming those geopolitical zones on the lines of what we have on the on the compass, South does not exist. So we are not going to go back and forth on that. So if you have something to say, just go ahead and say it.
You know, there is this issue of compass. You cannot name one country. I will bet you £1 million. You cannot name one single country in the whole world where they start to divide the country into 6 parts. You will never find that anywhere in the world. First, the origin of the term South-South.
What are you talking about, guy?
You said it was divided and rule. I'm just telling you it's bullshit.
In your opinion?
Not opinion. I said you can bet £1 million right here. Right here, you can bet it.
Please listen.
April 1994.
Hold on.
Sorry, no need for this argument. Thank you. But if you want to breathe money, I beg, Eleke, it's your Jeep to enter my eyes. You can bet the Jeep, build a cabin, make your own like 5 million naira. You pay it into John's account, I beg. If not see any of them back, make I'm not saying na me put Tinubu in power. And I go wait first. This is not time for argument. Hold on.
Imperfect. People keep repeating.
Rookie wait. I beg. I dey watch Edo
How
State
to
Labour Party service. And this guy Olumide but I don't win. Good news. So Edo State, you guys
you
have
want
like
the
PDP, APC, and Labour Party. So now he's the most in
who
the
won the
dance.
primary here? Imperfect.
Apata.
NBA president.
Yeah, the one where resign.
Yeah, let's show that we are pointing.
So now like today people now they contest for this election. So
No. It's just PDP and Labour. Forget APC.
APC no book not to forget Abuja because
The candidate is not strong.
no strong Abi.
No,
Okay.
they're also not strong. Who the other person is not that strong.
Okay. All right, then congrats to this thing. I see this guy himself online. My guy he don't the position himself. What do you mean name again? What is this guy waiting for America? Stephen,
Our guy.
our guy.
And me also now.
Man will shop. Okay, I beg, hold on, I beg. Who never speak on this app? I beg.
Just give me just a minute. Let me just clear this up. Just a minute.
Let's let the woman speak a bit.
Yes, my answer to go next. Birik, just a minute.
All right. See, this is your South. I gave you a date. April 1994. Upo conference at Enugu State. Southeastern leaders, they met to discuss what are we going to present at the national conference under Abacha. They said, I said not Fulani, no. Southeastern leaders, they said divide Nigeria into 6 geopolitical zones. Not Nigeria. That was their stand. They picked Ekweme to be their spokesman.
If you can hear me, maybe it's Rick has been talking.
Ekweme to present their stand at the national conference. It was adopted by all of the people at that conference. Don't take my word. Just type that. Ekweme name will always pop up. And they used it against him in PDP delegate at Jos 1998. They said he was one who divided the North. They used that same issue against him. It was a lie. That's what I'm telling you. This same issue did not save them. I will forgive them. They believe they broke their unity. They believe they were once one. Now, that's why part of the middle belt issue is coming up. They are not central. It was because of breaking Nigeria into 6 parts. It's not Fulani issue. We for South, that's why we have Ebonyi, we have Bayelsa. Abacha created Ebonyi, and Bayelsa said because of this issue. So sorry, nobody break any person. We raised the issue, and we got benefits for it. That's why you have Ebonyi in the east, and you have Bayelsa in the south. Waiting Yoruba land get, and waiting the north get. They got nothing. It was under Abacha. We all agreed in Nigeria. We go into 6 parts. So sorry, not be divide and rule. We agreed at a national conference. Imperfect, over to you.
I don't know who agree.
Briki, let me ask you a question. Briki, can I ask you a question?
Of course, it's a conversation.
That national conference you are talking about now, was it implemented?
That's why you got a point and we got Bayelsa.
I asked you a simple question. It was implemented.
Not Jonathan.
Was it implemented? Oh, wait now. You are running speed. Yes or no? Was that particular conference implemented?
Abacha implemented.
Or they picked. Okay, which and what did he implement?
State creation.
In that conference. State creation.
Devolution of power.
Is only Abacha that is waiting now.
No, they give things when like I said.
No, don't rush now. We are having conversation. Now you're rushing. You said Abacha implemented. The only thing he implemented in that conference was state creation. Is it what you are telling me?
I said they adopted separatists, not all. Not everything.
That's what I'm asking you now. If you say he implemented that particular conference, did he implement what did he implement?
I just gave you 2 clear examples.
Which clear example you gave me?
Hold on, guys.
The government system in Nigeria. Are you aware it was one who straightened it?
Okay. We have to
you know, sometimes you guys think we are so stupid.
Now they talk about stupidity now. Your local government
wait,
in Nigeria.
Let me talk. Let me finish. You are trying to tell us that the conference was
trying to is a trying to look at the record. Not the time say trying to look at the record. Don't tell me that. I gave you April 1994. Did the meeting happen in Enugu? No.
Nah, wait. Among all the recommendations, the only thing, but you remember that they have been creating state even before that conference. Yes or no?
You guys presented a list. Every person
Which you
voted
guys?
and they
Which you
adopted
guys?
it.
Which you
Okay, hold
guys?
on.
National
Which you
conference.
guys?
Okay,
You
okay,
cannot answer question.
Present
That's
in
the
paper.
problem. That's why some of you don't pass
okay.
WAEC.
All right.
And you run abroad and
Okay,
said you are
okay.
educated.
Thank you. Let us move on. I beg, Madam Anzi, I beg. How are you doing today, Mama Ejima? Oh, but that's sister. Hope you're good.
You don't start, Abi. You be like say that peace of mind where you get so never do you for body. You want it to turn to pieces of mind. Eh?
But that's a
Odogu,
colleague.
this early morning.
How you do? Hope you're
Hello?
good.
We, oh my brother. They look road though, they look road. The road not really look us. We say, but we still they look am.
Imperfect. I can't hear
Drop,
anybody. Is it me
Drop
and
and come back.
drop and come back.
Drop and come back.
Justice.
Andy
Andy, where
is
did you
talking.
keep it? Where did you keep it here?
What?
Where is here? Here don't run.
He's still the barber shop. He's still the barber shop. He never finishing here.
Leave the tree alone.
Oh, Nigerians will kill me. Greetings to everybody. B Rookie, Almas Therapy, my honorable dad darling. Real ever best. This is one way you show face so the matter strong very well. Imperfect. I sit down for this app, they look you. I just they look as woman propose to you. You chicken out. How dare you? A woman was bold enough to come on bended knees to say, will you marry me? And you sit down there, they look like Lookman. How? Don't be doing these things to us. Represent us well.
Biruki.
Meanwhile,
Biruki.
No,
Biruki, are
come
you
on.
there?
No, I not hear you. I not hear you.
Wait,
I'm not
I
here.
beg. In Wike's voice, tell her. All
I not
one.
there. When you show my matter, I want to discuss. Not be your in-law. Not call me. When they give me wife, they give me wife. No, call me. No, call me.
Why you the fool? Why you the deflect imperfect? They don't catch you now.
woman come. A fellow woman like me came and said, will you marry me? Your mouth do pim. I don't hear
I didn't
anything.
hear her. Oh,
Hell,
I know. I never hear her. I swear to God,
hey,
I didn't hear.
the whole world
I
heard
didn't
her.
hear her.
In fact, we recorded it. If you did not hear her, go back and play your recording. You go hear her. Anyway, I'm gonna start by saying this. The gentility of a tiger does not mean his stupidity. When you guys say should General Yakubu Gowon should come and apologize, what is the meaning of that apology if he doesn't feel sorry for what he did? It's mere words. Will it change his person? Will it change his morals? Will he feel remorse for the millions of lives that died? Will it make their families feel better? I don't want that kind of apology. I've said it so many times that I teach kids. And one of the things we teach children is empathy. Because when a child is born, it's a clean slate. It's what you put into that child that child will grow up with. However, some children are just born demons. They never change. So when you say Yakubu should come and apologize, first and foremost, what do you think he's apologizing for? That he was not able to kill more people, or that he did not act any wiser? I like what somebody said, that they used him when he was a kid, and unfortunately at his age, he doesn't know he's being used. Why is he even opening his mouth now?
But
And
I think that's aware that why did that war was going on. He sent his girlfriend to Germany.
look, imperfect.
Igbo girl, he
I
was dating an Igbo lady. Are you aware? Even had 2 kids for
exactly,
him, or just one.
exactly.
He was dating an Igbo
And
lady.
Jesus. Apart from that, look, my father fought in that war. My late father did. And I still remember how I will wake up sometimes 2 a.m., 3 a.m., and see an old man crying, weeping like a baby. I'm sure some of us that have fathers or family members that participated in that war, nobody None of them will ever tell you stories about that war if they were Easterners smiling. It's a tale of woe. Old men that don't want to revisit it because Nigeria does not have anything called therapy. And so we have a lot of our fathers and mothers that died with PTSD. So when he comes to apologize, is it to make the generation of people that came after to feel, okay, Nigeria is moving forward? I was one of the people that really stood against dividing Nigeria. But as it is, every day, every minute, we are being called out in different names, in different fashions. These people, the hatred runs so deep. They can't even explain it. They don't understand why that hatred is so deep. And you want him to come and inflame some more. How do you think the survivors that are still around will see that apology? How do you want them to take it? For no reason. You wake up in the morning, everything has been systematically planned, and it is still ongoing. An idiot woke up and said that he does not believe in one Nigeria. Let me tell you, University of Nigeria and Nsukka does not have a chemical engineering. Have you people ever asked why? Have you asked why it is like that? I don't know. I keep saying this. Please, Nigerians, read. Biko, read. When a thought comes to your mind that is perplexing, do some research on it. Because when we do, then we don't appear as fools. I am not one that believes in being emotionally angry. Because when you're emotionally angry, you cannot make logical decisions. And you don't make good decisions with your heart. You make good decisions with your head, thinking. I am also not one that believes in holding grudges. However, I like to remain angry. Because when I remain angry, I will think well not to make the same mistake again. What am I saying? My brothers and sisters that are Igbos, remain angry so that you will not make the same mistake that some of us are making. We want him to apologize. If he wants to do the apology, let him go from house to house in the East and apologize to each family. If he's ready to do that, I will accept his apology because I know that he has thought of it. But instead, what is he doing? Coming out to inflame more people. That it is a persistent, encouraging and uplifting a man that is putting people in hunger, in penury, insecurity. So all of a sudden now, we are not talking about Hamas. Hamas has been swept and kept to one side. We've created not just a table, a whole room for Hamas to wait for us. We are not talking about the better I do money that they stole. Oh. What kilo she want to your long? Brain now. It's not hard. 1 + 1 is 2. It is all over. Because I don't know what this apology is going to do. I don't know. I have forgiven him. I'm a Christian. I have forgiven, and I have to forgive him so I can move on. And the Easterners have moved on. We have decided that we will not allow the past to haunt us. We will not allow the past to block our future. We will not allow the past to derail us. We will not allow the past to make us unfocused. And you are asking him to come and forgive us. I have taken 1,000 steps and 1,000,000 steps forward. When you are climbing a staircase, you have to be very careful as you take your step going up. Because one little misstep, can make you tumbling down backwards. And when you fall uncontrollably, you fall hurting yourself and possibly hurt other people that were on that staircase. So when he's coming to give forgiveness, as it says, maybe we should, or maybe he should, remember that so many people are involved. If he's coming to forgive, let him bring his company. Let him bring the people that fought with him. Let all of them come and forgive. It can't be one person alone. No, mba. Everybody has to join the forgiveness. Bring the people that you fought with. Bring their families. Let them come and forgive. Then we will know that we are ready to accept your apology, or that we even want to hear what you have to say. If not, my brothers and sisters, stay angry. Remain angry. Be ignited with that anger. Because with that anger, you will make logical decisions. Your decisions will not be based on emotions. Your decisions will not be based on what you hear. Your decisions out of anger with thoughts will be based on what you have experienced, so that the future will not be repeated. Imperfect. This book where you dey write, today you go write about women. Tomorrow you go write about Nigeria. Next tomorrow you go bring another one come. Because stop writing this book. Because I don't tire to see all the book where you write. In fact, publish the book, make I for no say we don't write and finish. Ojojuma, you go they bring topic we go they make person intestine, they dance Kokoma dance. Take your time. Take your time.
Thank you so much.
I salute everybody. Thank you, my
Madam
people.
Anzi, I beg, you will not hear when I said this like a few hours ago. The best way now to end all this crisis now, as I did now, I'm married like 6 wives. I've married one from Sokoto, one from Borno, 2 from Middle Belt, 1 from Yoruba, 1 from South.
Odoguna, so your spam plenty.
Yeah. Celibacy no be here now.
So you want to father every. That's what is. Hey, now wow, that means no wonder you they come out. That akamu when they ginger you. Hey, whoa.
So if you have to
I know the reason for this.
Atiku is a good example of a Nigerian, and also in national. He married from Igbo land, married from South, married everywhere.
My brother, don't let me tell you about Atiku. We know they just like to talk plenty talk. Some of us know certain things personally. Some of us have met people like Atiku personally. Let us not go there. In the days of custom, we knew where he was.
Your command is my wish.
Thank you. Thank you.
And the imperfect, respect yourself. Don't let me come for you. Okay? I'm trying as much as I can to be civil with you this year.
Justice, did you feel the earthquake some days ago?
I was not in California.
Oh, you were not, eh?
Yeah,
okay.
I was not in California. I was in Vegas.
Okay, Max, you should be next after you come to Meta, please. Thank you.
Yeah, in fact, thank you very
Welcome,
much.
sir.
Hello, I greet you. You see,
Max, my brother, how you doing now?
I just I did find my brother. Impa, I came to advise our people. You see, don't get angry and don't be.
I can't hear you anymore. Mark, are you there?
This guy network, they always do bad. Regular customer. Our network always don't get called. I've given him this mic now like at least 4 times.
Na Naija network, they do my brother Max. Na Naija network.
Max, are you there? Ciao.
Me and my brother Max today for Unilag. Go there, enjoy. No network there.
Max, are you there? He's not there.
No
Okay.
and ripe
network.
in
Nigeria
age
network.
because his brains are empty. He's not wise.
He's
He's
not
not
even aware.
knowledgeable.
He's not aware that we are telling him that this thing that
Max,
he can't hear us.
Max, if you can hear me, we have not heard anything you said, though, to be sincere. Your network is very bad. It's not even manageable. You may want to like restart your
Impa,
phone and come back.
Impa, someone muted me.
We
Was it
couldn't
my
hear you at
network?
all. That was why.
Oh,
We couldn't hear you at all. So we were
oh my
talking,
God.
but we didn't
It's
hear.
perfect that
Okay,
muted you. Yeah, that's why.
okay, okay, okay. Am I audible now?
It's better now? Yes, yeah.
That's the problem of Nigeria. Imperfect. What I did was I had to put my phone by the window. Then I walk away with my Bluetooth.
Buy
Oh,
Is that too
antenna.
hard?
Buy antenna for that phone. Buy
oh, sorry.
antenna.
So this is what I want to say. So should I start afresh?
Yes,
Yeah, please
please.
start afresh.
Yes, start afresh. We didn't hear anything.
Okay. Okay. This is what I want to say. Imperfect. As humans, the more wise and the more knowledgeable you are, most likely the faster such person is going to die, especially in Nigeria. Why? Because Nigeria is going to disappoint your wisdom and your knowledge. So most likely such a person is going to die early. So whenever you see a Nigeria that lived too long, there are few exceptions to what I'm telling you. Whenever I see a Nigerian who lived too long, ripe of age, the likelihood of his brain and head being empty is higher. And that is what you're seeing in Gowon. He's not wise and he's not knowledgeable. And that is why he's this ripe of age. So, in a nutshell, fools grow old. And there are more fools that grew old than the wise that grew old. If you check very well, you will notice that the wise ones will always die, and you and I will actually feel unhappy, cry when we need to cry. However, this is one point I want to make. No Igbo person should be disappointed when issues like this happen. Just like Achebe said, I'm not going to put in verbatim, but I'll put it in my own language. The only thing that unites Nigerians is when they want to persecute the Igbo people or kill the Igbo people, which for the first time was perfected the whole of Nigeria in the Civil War, except Igbo and the very few that was with them. No wonder, therefore, this man felt that if we can recreate that ideology, that mentality now, he needs a hollow head to come and bring such a statement. And however, he's not the only person who has actually partaken in this kind of evil. The whole of Nigeria has Igbo blood on their hand, especially those who produce soldiers that invaded the Igbo land. You do remember that if you read Obasanjo's "Under My Command," I quote, he said when he was interviewed about the massacre in Asaba, Obasanjo said it was just a skirmish between villagers, about 50 villagers and soldiers. He called massacre of over 1,000 people, 50 villagers and group of soldiers. I don't have to tell you about the Black Scorpion, or T.Y. Danjuma, or they all happen, the whole of, including this Gowon, who is the head of the blood. So, and that is why when you hear them speak of Biafra, that is what gives them joy. That is what they feel. That is the zenith of their insult that they can give to Igbo people. And let me tell you why an Igbo man will not protest. Because, imperfect, let me ask you this question. If you give a goat a yam and goat consumes the yam, has the goat acted out of character? No. The goat eats the food that he used to eat. If you give a lion a goat, and lion decide to devour the goat, the lion have not acted out of character. And that is the situation in Nigeria. But Nigeria does not know that Igbo people knew this fact. When you give governance and leadership to group of pirates and bandits, an average Igbo man knew that nothing will come out of this. And if a goat consumes my yam, why should I protest? I shouldn't protest. I knew that the goat will consume the yam. What I just need to do is be careful about how I keep my yam. So I put it to those who are even protesting that they are not only docile, they are foolish and they are bereft of wisdom and knowledge is not in them. Are you protesting to the government you put in power or the one that put himself in power? Let's ask ourselves that question. Do you go to another man's house and protest under his father that he's not doing well? Is he your father? I ask you, is this man in power your president? What did you do to put him in power? Can you tell me a section of Nigeria or a community that celebrated when you were declared winner? So those who even decide to protest and now want to call Igbo, they are so empty and so senseless. Forgive me to use that word, but I don't feel sorry for them. Because you cannot cajole my people to become as foolish as you. As for Gowon, please, he shouldn't apologize. His apology is not needed. One thing is factual. Do not be angry when you see empty heads, unknowledgeable men like Gowon sound the way he sound. What did Gowon know before now? Gowon was someone who just managed to finish secondary school and went to military school. Nothing. That man is the closest empty brain you can think about. Many of us on this space can actually lecture Gowon back to back, and he will struggle to understand the lecture because his brain is empty. You can't compare Gowon to the likes of Ojukwu, who went to Oxford University. You can't compare Gowon to people like Ifeaduna, who went to University of Ibadan. You can't compare Gowon to many other soldiers who actually went to university, and before joining the soldier, this man practically finished secondary school, if at all he did, and acquire military training, and you expect him to have sense. My dear brother, I want everybody to take this thing home. Fools grow old, and we'll have a perfect example. Gowon is a fool. I yield the mic. Thank you.
Okay, thank you very much. I think
Please, I need another co-host, I beg. I need a female co-host, I beg. Anybody available? I need another co-host. We never too block.
Oma consistency. Maybe you can try Oma. I don't know.
Who?
Oma that she has been here consistently.
You know, say she don't block half of the people wait on this. Tell her mission. You will still block every day.
Imperfect. I've only blocked like 3,000 people. Is that
You dey see?
Okay. You see, if you give her co-host like this, like the number of people just reduced by 200.
You guys wonder why I hardly give people co-host. I gave one girl co-host one day. Was it who was that person? Before like 5 people enter my DM. Say, they couldn't see my space again. I was like, how? Oh, you guys were listening anonymously. Now God don't punish now with that. You know. So I beg, I don't know who I'll give, and the chair is busy. Okay, John, over to you, I beg. I did for kitchen. Thank you.
Okay, no matter. Yeah, so I don't know, just poke.
I beg John, before you go on.
Okay.
Imperfect, what thing they cook again? Now,
why did you just put silence like that?
Anze, please. People hand it over.
now every day you use us
husband material. Husband material.
I beg, metaphor, you should be next. After you, Mr. Trust should be next. After him, Bombastic will be next. Then John,
Bombastic.
Anybody will carry hand up afterwards. You give a mic.
Okay.
2 p.m. tomorrow. All obedience should be online. They host somebody tomorrow, 2 o'clock in the afternoon, Nigerian time. I beg, 2 p.m. Nigerian time. Make I try obedient to everybody when they're online. Somebody they come online. I beg. I want to announce the person name, but 2 o'clock tomorrow, I'm gonna be on space. I beg. Yeah. Thank you, guys. Okay, John. Mr. Boss Bombastic. Thank you.
Yeah, Meta for Imperfect, briefly send food for me, I beg. Thank you. So Meta, you can go now.
Mr. Imperfect, you just the whine all these women. They make her hard for women. Why they do like that? It's supposed to be the other way around. You are the number one Mr. Casanova, ain't it? All the sisters they throw you green light. You just dodge them anyhow.
I'm innocent of this accusation.
Thank you. Organize yourself, collect one.
Accusations.
Organize yourself, collect one of these our sisters, so that you will join us. You will join us in the boring life, innit?
I'm not looking for anyone.
Excuse me. Who are you collecting? Do you now collect women?
Yes.
Be careful with your choice of words. Oh, you say you're collecting. Are we souvenirs? Go
Okay, I
collect.
hear.
Okay,
So I
body
mean,
looking cheap.
say I don't mean collect like that, obviously, because women will be property, not just to mean make a choice, innit? Since I come on spaces here, I see all our sisters, they too imperfect, all kinds of green lights, just a dodge them.
Please, is Meta speaking? I can't hear him. John, is he
Yeah, I'm
speaking?
speaking, you they hear me.
Speaking
No
imperfectly.
mind, you they hear me.
Don't
I
worry,
can't.
you cannot hear him.
You
You
they
cannot hear
hear
him. Don't
me.
worry.
Can you hear?
No
I
mind,
can't
you
hear
they
No,
you.
hear
you
me.
can.
No mind that.
Don't worry. The person be talking. You cannot hear him.
I can't hear you.
Oh
I
yeah,
know. I know.
I'm officially inviting you to join the married life. Innit? Get bored with us, innit? Okay, listen. All I wanted to say here is that I think for the first time in Nigeria history, the Nigerian government got it about right, and I leave my opinion for scrutiny. For those who wants to, scrutinize, I even criticize it. But I think the first time in Nigeria history, they got it about right with the 6 geopolitical zones during Abacha's era. I just wished that they had not broken it down further into states, because if you take a closer look at that 6 geopolitical zone, it encapsulates all the regions and the ethnic groups combined. And those 6 geopolitical zones can actually evolve into 6 sovereign countries in a union called Nigeria. I wish they had dug further deep and see how easy that would have just been for Nigeria to just evolve into a union then of 6 sovereign countries. Hmm? I also want to do a little space later in the future when I have enough more time to break this down. But I want to appeal to us to go and investigate that 6 geopolitical zone. That was the solution, but in my opinion, they just still missed it again. 6 geopolitical zone can evolve into 6 sovereign countries, and Nigeria becomes a union of 6 sovereign countries. And if you look at each of those geopolitical zones, each of the zone encapsulate our ethnic groups closer to each other. You find that, for instance, look at each zone. You find that they all have the same ancestral history. Their ethnicities were closer to each other in terms of ancestry, history, and even political history. So it was easy for them to evolve into countries of their own and develop themselves at their own pace. I wonder why that didn't happen. That would have just been great. But yeah, I think that would have solved many problems if when the 6 geopolitical zones were created, they just evolved into sovereign countries, 6 sovereign countries in a union called Nigeria, if you like, and all of these problems would have disappeared. Anyway, like I said, in the student speech, I'd like to discuss that. If you want to come around, let's look at it, but that would easily solve one Nigeria problem. And everything that we're going through right now will be history. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. And I asked for the mic when Biruki said what he said, and Biruki is quite right. Okay, and there is no question about that. But then, if we dig a little deeper into that, we find that our 6 geopolitical zone was the solution to Nigeria problem. But then again, our leaders just missed it. Just allow those 6 geopolitical zones to evolve into sovereign countries, and Nigeria will be a union of 6 sovereign countries. Easy peasy. And then we'll create a parliament. No, come on. Anyway, I just want to tell folks that these things are not really complicated. Our so-called leaders, these old men and women that are, I'm sorry, with all due respect to them, are completely, incapable of critical thinking, just continue to allow us to struggle and struggle, and many of these equations are easily solved. Easily solved. Anyway, that's all I wanted to say. Thanks a lot.
All right, thank you very much. Now, I think Mr. Trust can go now. Mr. Trust, if you are there, please unmute your mic and speak.
Please, can someone go before me? I'm just
Okay, all right.
fine.
And Bombastic, are you there?
Yes.
Yeah.
Good day.
Good to have you. You can speak.
Yeah. Hi, Imperfect. Hi, John, and hi, everybody. Well, the question says, should general can't even pronounce that bloodsucker's name. Yakubu Gowon begged for forgiveness. I don't think he needs to beg for forgiveness. It's almost how many years now, and he's also dwelling his terror. He's dwelling his terror, and he's also subduing the whole clan. As an article by somebody Amadi saying in his watch, Nigeria went to war irrespective of its differences and all that. It's a failure as a leader. But really and truly, I think not I'm not asking for forgiveness because people can forgive but not forget. Consciousness of what happened, irrespective of how much they eradicate the history in Nigerian climes, I'm so glad how videos has erupted today from Ojuku statement he made and everything, showing the character and person of Gowon, and is almost in line and vindication of people saying that Ojuku led the whole people to war. Now this has made this it's brought, thank God he's alive to say this, and it's brought a lot of clarity on who we are with in the same place called Nigeria. Then this now, I beckon all our Eastern brothers and whoever cares to know the consciousness of um, your environment is very important because the war is still on. There's so much tanks in the southeast. The videos are there. So much this and that. Self proclamation or self whatever, it's everybody's human right. So rolling out tanks when their men people are dying in Benue and Plateau and Bokos and all that, I don't see any tanks there. It shows the deep-seated hypocrites of this Nigerian people, ruiners, as Dele Farotimi will always call them. So really and truly, I don't think you should forgive. You should keep the hate. He should die with the hate, blood in his hands and eyes, and blood to torment him both here and the world after. For forgiveness, I don't think we need his forgiveness. It's too late to forgive, and the high time we keep that to our memory and carry on the history to our generation. I think is the best way to go in this case, because irrespective of the eradication of history in our classes, we should all carry the history in our hearts. That's all I can say. Thank you.
Okay, thank you, Bombastic. I have a short question for you. Were you here when Mazin Nandi also spoke about like moving forward and the future and everything? Were you here then?
No, I wasn't here. I just drove. I just get back.
Okay, all right, no problem. Thank you. Yes, Mr. Trust, are you ready now, or should we move on to Seeds Way?
Okay. Let me just say something. I'm kind of busy, so I'll just be brief. So speaking to the topic, should General Yakubu Gowon beg for forgiveness? I mean, what's he begging for? We don't really need his apology. I mean, it won't go back to time to change what has been done, because what has been done has been done. So we just need to move forward. We just need to accept that it is the wrong has already been done, and nothing can change the past, but we can still do something about the future. And I listened to Anza speak. She said we should be angry. I don't think moving forward, anger should be the option. Now, I want us to channel all the hate. I want us to channel all the energy to developing ourselves. I mean, if we make ourselves better, I mean, everybody will look at Igbos and be like, yeah, because they say if nobody talks about you, you're nobody. So if they're actually talking about you as Igbos, then you know that you're somebody. I mean, I remember I was born and brought up in Benin, actually. And to be honest, when I saw, I think that should be engineer Jack speaking, I was like, oh my God, where's this coming from? Because Edo people I know, like I felt less of tribalism when I was in Edo State. Like I don't even know it even exists there until I actually had engineer Jack speak. Because from what I knew about Benin people or Edo State people is, I mean, they even prefer Igbos to most of their people. Like, and you coming to talk about the Niger Delta country, like, have you, I don't know, have you guys ever lived in these people, their own tribal wars even bloody? Like,
the Benin and the Asians are not even cool with themselves. And whenever these people fight, it's very, very bloody. And I tell you the truth, most of the Benin people will even want the Igbos to be their neighbors than initial person. And this is how they hate even in Edo. But I don't think they are that hostile towards people from the outside. So I was really surprised when I actually had this man speak. And instead of hating on him, but let's just have pity. Probably they've fed him with a lot of propaganda, and that has actually affected his thought, and that is why he's been this hateful. Um, so I just want us to keep on developing ourselves. We shouldn't hate people because of what has happened to us in the past. Yes, they are hating on us, and there's a reason for that. But should hating them be the way forward? No. You see, God has actually blessed Igbos, and we don't know why. It may not really because of you think you're resilient, you're this, you're that. It could be because we've actually found favor in God's eyes. And if we're not appreciative of what God has given us, I mean, things worse might even happen to us. So I don't think we should be hating people. I appreciate the fact that we go back in history, and this is what we should be doing: educating people, but not spreading the hatred. So I'm just saying this because of what Anze said, that we should feel that anger. No, rather we should channel what they're doing to us into developing ourselves. I mean, if it pain you, Omo, you try to be successful, because when they look back and say, Omo, this guy what they hit on is actually doing well. So that when they start hitting on you, you know there's a reason for that. I mean, when I schooled in and I think Igbos are actually doing well. So when I schooled in University of Uyo, I mean, if you've been there, you see that most of the big businesses have been owned by Igbos, and that is a reason. And sometimes when these people talk bad about Igbos, I don't feel bad, because I feel that pride. Man, people come to your places, they become this, they become very big in your places, and you can do nothing about it. And what I want us to do is, let us not be tight-fisted. You see, sometimes you just need to show mercy and compassion to people who hate you. Yeah, because the Bible even said that when you do good to your enemies, you're heaping a fiery coal on their head. Fiery coal on their head doesn't really mean you're making them suffer. It means you're making them feel that guilt. And you never may know, the next man may just start saying good things about Igbos because of what you've done for them. So yeah, we should not forget, but we should not be angry in the same time. Let us channel everything to developing ourselves. Whenever we develop ourselves, we become better. And when we are better, you see, when we clamor for a place, we become united. When we clamor for a country separate from Nigeria, we become united.